You're literally killing your business by pitching your offer. You're going to tell me that you send your pre-call education materials to prospects before they even want it. That's like your mum getting you a boring ass book for your birthday that you didn't ask for. You'll say thank you, but will you read it? Closing B2B leads does not have to be this hard. And in this video, I'm going to show you a better and faster way to get it done. Too many of you rely on pre-call education materials to help sell you the deal. And then you get all frustrated and emotional when the prospects don't consume your materials at all and are unwilling to give you that 5 to 10k upfront fee and consequent retainers. You are selling a custom tailored solution. It has the same structure for most businesses, but what you do in every single business is different. But weirdly, you pitch them without showing them anything custom. Not to mention you treat cold email leads the exact same as paid traffic leads. So what you're actually saying to someone on a call is this: you're gonna have to pay me my 10k upfront. We're gonna go through onboarding, which is 3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks down the line, you're gonna get to see what we're doing in your business physically. And then 1-2 months down the line after that, you'll start to see the results. Your pitch is a boring culmination of showing prospects generally what you do. So ask yourself, do business owners want to hear that? Is that what is going to make them buy? So what do business owners actually want? You're going to think I'm crazy. You're going to stop pitching them your vague offer on your first call, and you're going to stop pre-educating leads. We need to first consider the difference between cold email and paid traffic. Cold email is like you going out to someone and saying, please use our service. And the paid traffic is like people coming to you saying, I want your service. There's a difference between them. That means on that first interaction between you, a lot of sales reps feel off. They don't like that dynamic. And consequently, it shows in the results. Many of you close way more people via paid traffic because the prospect's like allowing you to take the lead, because you looking for the no feels like a trust building exercise. Whereas the cold email lead, they haven't come to you. You've asked them. What about if we could design a sales system that takes a headache out of this situation, that brings both of them onto a level playing field? Because in both cases, all you've done is pique their interest. You're far better designing a sales system that keeps the sales cycle moving in the right direction, rather than you losing out on the majority of deals and it turning into a desperate follow-up situation for months. If you depend on a prospect going through your VSL and materials in order to close them, you're doomed to fail. We should all agree, education of a prospect is far better done on a call, human to human interaction. So we're going to use the closed and paid bridge methods. Pre-bridge versus post-bridge. Cold email versus paid traffic. So let's assess cold email leads first. They've responded usually to an email or two, and now they're willing to jump on a call. The more friction you add to this step, the more you're going to fuck it up. Just because someone has agreed to a call does not mean they've bought in. That first interaction has to be frictionless. Why do you think a lot of the cold email guys will offer, are you up for a 10-minute chat? It's a no friction method. And from there, imagine trying to close. You've only piqued their interest. They are not there to be closed. In this position on your 10-minute chat, it is to warm this interaction. That's all it is. And also in that 10-minute interaction, don't forget, this is a two-way interaction. You do get to qualify them too. Because all we're trying to do now is set up a situation where we get a second call. Let's assess paid traffic. How do they come in? Warmer than cold email. In most circumstances, they've seen way more than just an email. Usually they've seen an ad, they've been taken to a VSL, and then filled out your application form. So they've got more skin in the game. This time, the 10-minute chat is turned into a 30 to 60-minute consult. So what you have to understand is, in both scenarios, your solution, it's a complicated one to implement. This is where the pre and the post bridge come in. A pre-bridge is a method where we implement a solution pre-call in order to bring about a productive second call. A post-bridge is a method where we implement a solution post-call in order to bring about a productive second call. But what do I mean by productive second call? It has to entail something that gets them to close, something totally tailored to them. Do you think that tailored solution is your general vague, boring pitch about what you generally do for businesses? So let's go back to cold email. You've had your 10 to 15-minute chat and they love it. So here comes the pre-bridge. Now your pre-call education material has its place. Remember all of that info that you need in your lengthy onboarding process. You're going to collect some of that now. You're going to say, before our call next week, I want you to take this quiz. It will allow my team to put together a custom proposal so that I can present that to you on our next call. And at the same time, I'll send you a video to watch so you can be accustomed to how our processes work. Design your quiz between that chat and the second call to understand your prospect's business at a level that enables you to create a custom and tailored proposition. Take those results from the quiz, put them into ChatGPT, and get it to spit out a custom and tailored proposal. So let's get back to paid traffic. You've had your 45, 60-minute consult. They've consumed your pre-education materials. They love what you do. They can see themselves getting that. But think about it. They're warmer, yes, but you still haven't shown them anything custom. You're far away from full trust. If you go for the close right now, you're showing your whole hand and hoping they buy. So again, in that sweet spot, you're going to do something that actually progresses their deal. Because we're actually further down the line, you're going to go for the post-bridge deposit close. All that info you need in your lengthy onboarding process, again, you're going to collect some of that to allow you to present something actually custom and tailored on that next call. And you're going to implement a deal breaker, something that needs to happen in the prospect's eyes so they can get what they want. Whilst being a director of sales at an 8-figure agency, what we would do on that 45 to 60-minute consult is go back and forth looking for the no, and then at a point present them what we could do and outline case studies. So at that end point, the prospect has two options. Number one is, you ready, close, or number two, pay a deposit, get a publicist interview, and then we'll get on another call for a custom proposal. Either way, it's forward steps. So in both scenarios, we simplify the sales process, we address where the lead is coming from, educate them, and we shorten the sales cycle. And the closed and paid bridge concepts apply in lots of different custom scenarios, whatever the type of offer you run is.